Hi crafty friends, welcome to the Winter on Main Street YouTube hop. I am going to be featuring this Winter on Main Street stamp set and the die set, brand new from Catherine Pooler. I love this stamp set. It is so adorable. It just reminded me of the Christmas Village my mom and dad put up every year, and I knew I had to make a Christmas Village inspired card. So here I have my Misty, and I'm just stamping my stamps in place using some midnight ink, and I'm going to just put this on some white cardstock here and inking again, which is the best thing about the Misty, to get a perfect image so I can color them. And here today I'm going to be using regular colored pencils. So there are my beautiful images, and now I'm going to be using the new silver metallic pigment ink to stamp my snowman, and you just kind of rub it on there and stamp them down. It looks so cute. You can't really tell in the video as well, but it just has this really pretty shine. There it is, a little bit of shimmer. And now I'm going to line up my dies and cut out my images. So here are my beautiful images all cut out. I just love all these stamps. There's a bookshop, a theater, a bakery, and the cute snowman, metallic snowman. So here's my paper. It has a little bit of shimmer. I'm going to start with my actual card base here. So the card base is going to be 10 1/4 inches long. So I'm just trimming that down by 6 inches wide. So here's my card base. And then we're going to take that and we're going to score it. So I'm going to grab my scoreboard here. And we're going to score this at 2 1/4 and then 8 inches. And this is going to give us a nice boxed look for the base of our card. So now we're going to have a couple layers here, and they're all going to be 6 1/2 inches wide like this. The length is going to vary. So this one I'm just trimming from the scrap that we had. So just trimming these now 6 1/2 wide, and then different lengths because these are going to end up being our layers. So here you can see the 3 different layers. I'm going to trim this one down a little bit more. And then you can see here the layers. And now we're going to score each of those 6 1/2 sheets at the 3/8 inch line and the 6 1/8 inch line. So there's going to have the 2 little fold creases at the end. So I can show you a little closer here, 3/8 of an inch and 6 1/8. And I marked it on my scoreboard because I was getting confused. Anyway, so you fold those in, 3/8 and the 6 1/8, and then we're eventually going to glue these on, and it's going to be these multi-tiered layers, which is the type of card we're making. I was so excited to make this type of card, and check this out. We're going to be able to put all our houses in. It's going to look so pretty. Okay, so first I want to start again with more of the stamps. I obviously want a sentiment, so I love this Winter on Main Street stamp set because it has all these different holiday sayings. Here I'm just using Happy Holidays, and I'm going to use that silver pigment ink again. I just love this ink. It's almost like you're getting the shine of embossing powder without having to emboss. So that went on a little light, so I'm just going to take off my little swirlies. I love those little swirls that are on there. And I'm going to go over the Happy Holidays again. That looks great. It's a little shiny from my video just because I'm using a pretty white shimmer paper, but also stamping on some of the little snowflakes that come in this stamp set. And there it is. Look how pretty that is. So now I'm going to trim the edge here I don't necessarily want it straight. I want it to look like snow, like snowy hills. So I'm kind of using the inspiration from those swirl stamps to do like a rough edge that might end up looking like snow. I'm going to do the same thing with my other layers. I only made 3 separate layers, but you can definitely make more if you're feeling like you want more layers, or you have more images that you want in different tiers. You can definitely do that. I actually felt like I could have made more layers, but I was really determined to make it packed and look like a nice little small city town. So here we go. I'm going to start just like putting them on here just to show you kind of the idea I had in my head. And of course, this is all going to change because we have to do one layer at a time. It's a lot of fun though, and I have the cute lamppost and the trees, which I'll probably cut more out of the lamppost and the trees and the snowman too, because they're smaller and those are good to position around when you have a big landscape like this that you're trying to fill. So I like the different heights on the different layers, just kind of adding a little bit of dimension. So here I'm just kind of taking it all apart because I've decided I really want to use these Wow Sparkling Sugar sparkles. They're glitter from Catherine Pooler, and I am going to add a couple more of those swirls onto the background of my layer here, my second layer, and a couple more of those little snowflakes also. They're just so cute. And so now here I'm adding my glue, and I'm going to just show you what I'm talking about here with the sparkling sugar. So I'm just taking one of my papers and folding it in half, and I'm going to dump all of these sparkles, not all of them, but most of them, onto this paper. And then that way I can just dip my edge into it, my glued edge, and I feel like that's going to look really pretty like snow. So I'm just going to continue on and do this with all my pieces. So while I was waiting for my sparkles to dry, I did a couple more lampposts, like I said, and some trees and another car. And so now I think I'm going to put this first layer on. So you want to start with your tallest layer. I have this 1/8 inch cherry tape here. It's nice thickness for the side here. So you're going to put the tape on one of the sides here that you've folded down. And then you're going to place it in and then fold over that edge. And there we go. Now it's stuck to that edge. And we're going to eventually glue it on the other side also. But you want to get down your stuff first before you do that. So here I'm going to start, and I'm just going to do the same process. All my glitter is dried. Doesn't that look cute? It looks just like snow on their snowy tops. I really liked that aspect of these stamps, that they had the snow on there, and I really wanted to add that glitter to make it really pop. So here I'm just kind of testing out the different heights. I like that, you know, we don't have it completely full in the back, and then I can put the bakery to the right there, and then maybe the bookshop down below to the left. So just testing out before I glue down my first layer. But I do like this first layer here, so I'm going to carefully take my second 2 layers down because I do like the spotting there, and I like the placement of the car in the background. Kind of looks like there's a street back there, and it's driving along. And I'm just going to go ahead and place everything down. The theater I put on a little cherry dot just to add a little bit of a lift. There is going to be a little bit of space between each layer, so you're able to do that and add dimension if you'd like. I just did that. It's easier to place it down, and it's just fun. It adds a lot of different dimension on a card that's already, you know, a lot of different layers. So this one goes right on top here. The same idea with the tape on the side. And just going through, and I'm going to put my cherry dot on this one. I like the bakery on that side because it's not covering any of the other buildings. So here I'm just putting down my next building, some cherry tape. Sometimes I use cherry tape, sometimes I use glue. I like cherry tape because I don't have to wait for it to dry. And so now I'm just figuring out with my second layer, I realized that I need more things. So I think I'm going to add a couple small stuff here. I'm just using some glue for my smaller stuff. And I have another lamppost there I like. And then I think I'm going to add a couple trees around the buildings. You know, they have the trees, the potted plants, like around the building. This one kind of looked like a hotel or something, or apartment would be pretty. So just doing that, doing the trees in different spots. I like this one by the bakery, and then the mailbox I put there, but then I was like, I don't know, I might need to move that, this is the benefit of glue. I was able to just take that off. So I'm going to move the mailbox, and I'm going to put this taller one. This is like the clock tower here. So this is looking pretty cool. What do you guys think? Have you ever made a multi-tiered card? I just really felt inspired by this stamp set in particular to make a layered card, and one I've never done before. And I really wanted something that would have dimension but also show every single stamp. I wanted all the images from this stamp set. I just really liked them all. So I glued down my last layer there with the cherry tape, and now I'm going to put the bookshop here, make sure I'm not covering my happy holidays. And here I'm going to put down my tree on the side. And I do have this other car, but I think I'm going to put him at the top because I have that other car up there too. So it kind of looks like one solid road at the top. And they're driving through the town. And I have this small little dot here I can use for my snowman at the front, and another lamp post. So this is looking good. I have one more tree, but I think I'm ready to glue down this right side here. So you could just take some glue all along that one long side. I'm using cherry tape here, but after I did it, I felt like I would have rather used glue because it is a little finicky to get on because it is the separate layers. But it still worked, and then you just fold that side over, and that's it. My tree was popping out a little, so just be careful of that with your edges. But look at how cool this is. I'm going to make sure this is glued down and pressed down well. That looks good, so you can see those different layers from the top, and then it moves from side to side. How cool is that? So you can flatten it either way and put this in an envelope. It needs a bigger envelope. I believe it's 6x8, but I can't remember exactly. You can leave the edges here, but I decided to trim these down. You could definitely leave them. I just wanted a little more space so you could see all my houses. And I just felt like it was a little closing it off a little bit, but you could definitely keep those in, especially if you had more layers. And so this is it. So there's a happy holidays with that metallic ink. You can put something on the back here so you can write a sentiment, which would be perfect. But this is a showstopper card, and I really hope you try it. It was super easy, and don't forget to hop along on the YouTube hop today. Thanks for watching.